So what exactly were we talking about on the live yesterday? Was it about where the so-called sweet girl would show up today? In the end, she finally appeared on the show called Hina. Specifically, it was the segment titled Truths with Hina. Let's see what they decided to ask the so-called sweet girl, as Kusulos always affectionately calls her, right? For example, they asked her about whether she would ever consider having another child. That's actually a very good question. You might wonder, is that the reason they're taking her to the police station so she can give them exclusive interviews? I don't know. This afternoon she might appear again on Mr. Nikos' show. I don't know. We will see. The report from Star.
At one point, your mom took you to a psychologist just once, and there was no diagnosis.
No. No, anyone can ask my father about that. Whenever she took me to a psychologist and they asked about my childhood, I would get up and leave. I wouldn't sit there and talk.
So you didn't...
Did they take you to priests to have them read prayers over you? You don't know. If one thing doesn't work, you try the other. You never know.
So you don't have a diagnosis for any mental disorder?
No.
At least not officially, as far as we know.
No, nothing. Up to now, I've been fighting on my own with everything I do.
So back then when you were 14, the whole family was...
No disorder, not crazy. I'm really not, thank you.
Together, right? You, your dad, your mom, your two siblings, Gogo and the boy and a baby had also been born into the family, making it feel even more complete.
Now please tell me, so we can finally clear this up. Is this the blonde journalist from the newspaper called Hina who took her to the police station? My dear, is that you? Is the bell tolling for you now? Something tells me that it's definitely you. If you happen to interview the so-called sweet girl again in the future, just take a brief 10-second pause and say, I want to clearly state here, for the record, that it was not me who took the sweet girl to the police station on 2 separate occasions in order to file a complaint.
The family, which in the photos was a little doll, was this baby sickly?
She had just had a bath and she had some kind of cough. I don't know exactly what she had.
Okay, was she taking any medication? As time went by, did you get over it? Did you forget?
No, not yet. When the month comes, February 6th, I don't go.
You went your own way and were staying here and there with people?
Yes, because she didn't stay with her family. And okay, to break up her family.
She left. Now let's not repeat ourselves. In all of the television appearances the so-called sweet girl has made, she does not seem to be upset or distressed about the children. The times she has cried over the ongoing conflict with her mother. She has not cried for the children.
From your father and actually found another man that she eventually reached the point of marrying. Are we perhaps talking about the new partner?
No, my father. Well, now you divorce one, you go with another. Then you get with someone else and go and have a child.
Now, at this point, we really don't know for sure. Was this particular interview given just yesterday, perhaps the day before, or maybe even about a week ago? Did they possibly record 5 or 6 of these interviews all at once and are now choosing to spread them out, releasing and playing them throughout the week? We simply don't know. Also, take notice. I imagine she's probably in a hotel space, maybe a room. This hotel, who exactly is paying for it? Do we know? Could it possibly be a sponsorship from the Hina show? Honestly, I don't really know. I'm asking if at some point they'll want to answer us. You'll tell me now? They really made a significant fuss over all the fawning Kusulos did. Are they going to answer us? That's a fair point too.
Aren't your children enough for you? Don't you think about what people will say? Settle down somewhere. Settle down. Do you believe your mother cared more about her personal life and her partners than her children?
Yes, I can actually say that. She showed me once,
When, please?
When I told her I want to come home and she...
For a minor, no, not a minor. That's a lie. For a toddler to be offering her mother advice. Maria dear, how many children did you have? Please, sweet girl, if you can, tell me.
She tells me there's no room, she says, because my partner is here. Okay, I said.
How did you feel at this moment?
Bad, but I didn't pay her any mind. I cursed at her and hung up the phone.
Did you have the honesty at any point to acknowledge and admit that you pushed her during her pregnancy?
Yes, I fought with her. I didn't want her to have it. She has children, and she tragically lost a child. Why perhaps have another one?
Do you really realize that this is irrational?
It's one of the few times you see the sweet girl and she's upset on Zina. I imagine some prep work was done before the interview. Did they actually tell her a few important things? her lawyer, her legal advisor. Where is she now? Gone with the wind, just like that. Where are you? Hello, hello. Where are you? Are you there? Hello.
I don't care. That's how I see it. I don't care what people say. She actually has 2 other siblings who are younger than me. Then she goes and has a child of her own. I didn't say the child is to blame, but what are you doing, woman? Stay with your family. Gather. Try to gather your family and your children. If she was worthy, would she have abandoned them all? She would have settled down, found a house, gathered her children, and she would have been her own master. Now she's neither her own master nor anything. She's a nobody now. If her mother were alive and saw all this, she wouldn't have allowed it. Honestly, I know it.
The successful, sweet girl who has achieved a lot in her life and found happiness is now giving her mother some advice, sharing her experiences and offering support, huh?
So let's go back to when you first met Katerina. Katerina, as you know, whose 6-month-old baby sadly passed away 2 years ago. Back then, as we all heard, she said the cause of the baby's death was pathological. The child passed away in your arms. They left you to watch her, to take care of her.
Suddenly one day, the mother and the maid of honor show up and start accusing. I mean, what if I had been sleeping, even at Katerina's house? What would have happened? Would it have been my fault again? Let's say we hadn't seen the child. No one. What would have happened then, really? Is it perhaps my fault that I fell asleep? As a mother, what do you always do? Shouldn't you always be next to your child? Coming to
Oh, the faces of these little children,
every day.
of all the children.
You should know that every night, the first thing I do before I go to sleep is look at their photos. Actually, I look at them all day.
Of all 5 children?
What about the 5 children?
Whose baby's photos are you looking at?
My children's.
Your own children's.
And Panagiotis.
And your sister's, perhaps?
What do you mean you look at photos every night, huh? You'll tell me that's why you were taking photos of her. What are you saying? The sweet girl is upset. Let's see today. Nicoluli as well. Because I watched the trailers, eh? She's brought out all the children, every single one of them. Last stop. The truth. Let's see.
Katerina's child?
No. Every night I sit and think that... Just one why. I want to know. Just one why. I don't know what could have happened to these children. Why they ended up like this. What business did they have now? Re-examining my children. I'll let them. We were searching for a year. If they want to re-examine it, let them re-examine it. I have nothing to hide. That's why I'm so eager. I want the test to come out, to see what they'll show.
At some point in your life, you have your very first baby, your first child. Was it truly your choice to become a mother, or did it simply just happen to you?
It just happened.
Did you think or say, I'm too young, I don't have a steady job, I don't have a husband or partner? Did you consider abortion when you found out?
The only thing she has to hide and hasn't told us all this time is who got her pregnant, right? Who is the father of her children. She hasn't yet explicitly stated that, I imagine, when they ask her at the homicide department. If they ever call her, at some point, she'll answer there, right?
You were pregnant?
No, but I assure you that even with my daughter, I made it through. I made it. She didn't lack anything. For as long as I could, that is.
Did you ever think that perhaps at some point you had a bad childhood, and that your child might possibly experience the same thing?
She would never have experienced that. I would think about what to do tomorrow, and what to do when I got out of the hospital.
Here on Evangelatos' show, you came out and said you did sham marriages to get 700 euros because you were financially in a difficult situation. There was a difficulty, a real challenge. And you didn't think about it then? Man, what a soup. This interview really is. I mean, honestly, they must have given her all the questions right from the very start. She processed each of them, and then they started filming, right? Truths with Zina.
I would think about my everyday, what I would do with her, something I didn't get to do. I even made a video for her. I was talking to her. I tell her, when you grow up, I'll pull your cheeks. I didn't get to do it.
Irini, do you want to have another child?
No.
Why? You're young, you're very young.
No.
Why? What's the reason?
Reason that don't leave. I don't know what could be.
It happens, guys. I don't know why the kids leave, and that's what bothers me every night, why they leave. My dear, don't you want to have another child? I would say I'm mean, but okay, He bows his head, says no. No. Her smile is about to disappear. Well, today there's also Angeliki Nicolouli. I've seen the trailers. She'll be studying, but don't notice, turn it back to see, her smile is about to disappear. No, her smile is about to disappear. Well, today she also has Angeliki Nicolouli. I've seen the trailers. She will deal with it, at least in the first part of her show. With the case, I don't know, logically she won't mention a trafficking ring. Infants. You saw what Evangelatos said this morning. He has absolutely no indication or evidence. He has been accused of some things, but he himself has not made any accusations or tried to play something like that. So, let's see together what Nicolouli will show tonight. You will be there in the afternoon at 7 o'clock. Let's go live. If you will be there, please write to me in the comments below so we can go live together. Traditionally at 7 o'clock, so we are 10 days in a row, live nights. See you in the live stream. Subtitles autograph.